Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us for episode 16 of Better Than Heroes.
Yeah.
I'm Rachel Weeks, and I play Klik, the level 5 Tohr-Kreen fighter.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get to the game, but we do have a couple of quick announcements. For one, merch is out. If you want to pick up a t-shirt or a sticker, we've got some very cool stuff, and we are going to be releasing more and more as the months go on. So check back. We'll keep you updated on all of the new phrases and dumb stuff we are putting up there. Subscribers to the channel, thank you so much. Please remember to resubscribe to our Twitch channel. You have to do that every month. And patrons, you're a very favorite. You guys both should have access to our Discord, where we hang out and talk about D&D and dice and all sorts of fun stuff. If you don't have access to the Discord, hit us up on Twitter, on Instagram. We'll make sure that you can get in there. But remember, the most important way that you can support the show isn't with your money. It's with your voice. You can tell your friends. You can tweet about us. You can retweet. Post about us on Instagram. We'd appreciate it so very much. Thanks for watching.
Totally. My name's Andrew Ovredahl. I play Flute Whimteaser, a.K.A. the Windrider, a human bard. As Rachel mentioned, we do have a Patreon. We just made some changes to it that are super exciting, and we'll get more in detail with at the end of the show. But we're adding a monthly game, and we're going to have a preview of that game on this stream this Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. Mountain. So bonus game going to be streamed this Wednesday right here, 6 p.m. And we'll talk more about this new game we're adding at the end of this show. So stick around.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jordan Dahl. I play the Moonboy, a level 5 Moonboy. And I am here to shout out Big Top Productions. Big Top. Doing big things out there. We haven't seen them in the chat in a while, but Big Top, we know you're out there. Looking for clowns and sideshow acts and strange things to spread across the internet. We love you. Bearded men.
Bearded men. Mostly bearded men, honestly.
I'm Aaron Urist. I play K.A.I. Hammerstein, the level 5 Artificer. And I want to shout out our stream director, Tigerman Productions, a.k.a. Case Jury. You're the best. Thank you so much. Right now, we're going to watch our intro, courtesy of Tiger Moon Productions, as well as our recap of last week's episode. And then we're going to play Dungeons, ergo Dragons.
And
one of these days you're going to run out, and it's going to be shocking.
I'm going to run out.
You're going to say, and. All right, get us out of here. Let's go. Let's play some D&D.
Last time on Better Than Heroes, in the city of Fermaregna, as repairs began on the dinger's broken mast, the captain detailed his travels between universes known as crystal spheres. Klik spoke to Goat, the frightened and frustrated bosun, about her future aboard the dinger.
You tell me right now, why should I stay if I can't trust the person in charge here?
Because these people love you. He's told us now. We asked him, and he told us. Now we know. I think everyone has their secrets, and that's part of being a person. You're allowed to tell people however much you want to tell them, and the more they tell you, the more they love you.
Damn. Roll a persuasion check with advantage, because that was just hit me in the heart. That's the only reason why you get advantage on that one.
Flute disappeared from the ship, and the Moonboy received a special note from the Windrider.
It's from him. Mr. Boy. Hang on, I'll do his voice. I went into port to fetch a few things. Yes. Until I get back, Moonboy is the Windrider?
After attempting a series of unsuccessful disguises, the crew ventured into the city to search for magic items and shoes for Moonboy. They discovered a shop that suited their needs perfectly and met the proprietors, a small mold man named Whoosh and a grasshopper called Atalia. Whoosh, the tinkerer, was very interested in K.A.I. and told him to be careful of the Meridian Tract, who might be interested as well. Upon leaving, the crew discovered that Relic, the gunner, had gotten himself into some trouble. Will the crew see Relic out of this predicament? Why was Whoosh, the mold man, so interested in K.A.I? Will the Moonboy's shoes be ready on time? Find out next time on Better Than Heroes!
Yeah.
He pulls out of his pocket, and he's been waiting for this, a fake or a homemade Windrider headband, and he puts it on, and he goes, "This looks like a job for the Windrider."
Oh no.
One. Okay. So last session, we were down Flute, the Windrider.
Down one flute.
Yep, down one Flute. We were in a different. He was out doing different things. He left a note for the Moonboy to let him know what he was doing. And as you poked around town yourself, Flute, you had various success with your activities, which I'll let you all kind of show rather than tell in this moment. But after running your errands, you find yourself you've poked around the edge of Firmaregna. It's a circular city on a platform on these giant mantis legs, and there is a huge wall. There are 4 huge walls that segment the portions of the city, and you're on the outermost one here, and you're kind of at the edge, and you've I think maybe in your note you told me you did this first, but just for the hell of it, I'm going to put this at the last thing you did. As you pull your long hair around, and you're able to chop it off yourself in the way that you want, and you take it and you just kind of throw it off the edge, and as you're kind of in the blazing hot afternoon light, you watch it just kind of spread out as it heads toward this shifting planet of that you are on. And you watch it just float down till it disappears from your view. It spreads out, all the little strands of hair kind of like coming apart and floating, and just you can't even see it by the time it gets about halfway down. And you're standing there with your wig in one hand, your hair newly recolored, and you're thinking about it, and you decide not to toss that wig with it. But as you're sitting there pensively, kind of like looking off, you hear a voice go, That's not even what I was doing," like kind of far away and ringing out. And you can see from pretty far away, but you can still see it. You recognize him immediately as this little halfling that Relic, being held up by this large, what looks like a tree trunk with arms, holding Relic by the back of his shirt and like off of the ground. And you could see that he's in trouble. In some way, shape, or form, he is definitely being accosted by this person. And you can see it too because people are starting to leave this area. You can see, like when a fight starts out at a bar or something like that, just like people exiting this area, and you see kind of like through the crowd, Relic being held aloft by this tree humanoid. And with that, I would like everyone to roll initiative. We can jump in. I don't know what's going to happen, but I will say we're going to start an initiative.
Cool.
Yeah. What were you going to say? Sorry.
I was just going to... I can wait till we're in initiative. Well, I don't want to bog down the combat, so I'll just say...
Yeah, go for it.
I had a few errands. I sold that large warrior sword that I found and was too heavy for me to use. And I sold my loot and its case. And yeah, I got some gold.
I think let's save the flavor for when you arrive with the rest of the group in combat. I don't think it will
Okay, great.
It down.
All right,
it will be good.
Great. Then I'll just pause it there.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna. If everyone can just go ahead and roll initiative for me, we're gonna jump straight in to it.
This is my best initiative all game 21.
Oh, yeah, 21. All right. Klik is out there and ready. All right,
Getting
love to
fight,
see it.
you boys.
All right. Let's do it. And then, Moonboy, Flute, what are you at?
I'm at 8.
12.
8, 12. All right, cool. All right, that's going to kick off this scene then. You can see some wonderful art here already on screen from
So-
Joshua Smith, who did the art for Firma Regna. He's going to be making maps now for us as well, which will be featured in
Yeah.
the original content that we are going to be releasing on our Patreon as well. So just some fun
Huge.
little tidbits. So here we are in this town square of sorts, and the first person to go is going to be Klik.
Me?
Yeah, you don't quite know what's happening at all, but we are going to start off an initiative here.
Okay. Boy, long way to go, huh? So we see Relic getting pushed out of the bar. Clearly, he's in trouble from 3 different people. Right?
Yes,
That's,
he's got this big, large tree humanoid, and quickly flanked on each side are these viney boys. These just like 2 kind of like skinny humanoids that are clearly made of some sort of vine that are flanking him.
Viney boys.
Viney
Viney
boys.
boys.
Yeah, you
Stuff.
got it.
Viney
Yeah.
boys.
You don't need.
There's a song that goes with it that we're recording.
Releasing on Patreon. Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume we cannot go through these little camps in the middle here. You want us going around? Are these obstacles, or can we?
Bulldoze through them.
Yeah, I will say that's
I just I'm pretty big. I could
Yeah.
jump in the middle of all that.
There I was, monging my fish, and this big bug comes kicking through my stall.
Yeah. Take a look. They're not in one of the nice houses.
All
Why
right.
don't you be cool?
it is difficult terrain to move directly through them because
Yeah.
you have to move slower, so it takes twice as
Sure.
much movement for moving through that
Okay,
area.
well, I will just move my little self over here. As I'm moving, I'm gonna take out my Githka and I will ready an attack. Can I do
Sure.
that?
Yeah. If you are saving your attack action for if anything comes within range of you.
If anything comes, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anything. Oops, I went too far.
Are you doing anything else? Do you want to? You absolutely can say things. You can. Do anything you want.
Oh, I'm not wearing my communicator.
It's
so
true.
I will track in his general direction.
What are you saying in your Kreen language?
That's fair. There are actually people who understand it here. I'll say, Relic, are you okay? Just totally forgetting that no one can understand me.
He looks up at you, and not knowing what you said, but just recognizing a general tone, and he goes, see that? They're my friends. She'll vouch for me. Yeah, she's my friend. She'll vouch for me. And you see this big tree humanoid look up at you and goes, is your bud, did he take down the widowers, or is he lying to me?
If Relic personally took down all of the widowers, is what he told them. Great.
Yeah, you're not quite sure. Yeah. Okay, great. And so that is going to bring up this tree person who Relic in this exchange. Relic goes, garlic. Like I promise. And it's clear that this tree humanoid's name is Garlic. And he goes, my lead is good. And he goes, I don't care either way. And he holds Relic up and looks at you, Klik, and says, either he's trying to sell false leads in my establishment, or he isn't lying and he was one of the people who took down the widowers, in which case I'm turning him into the authorities because I don't want to have anything to do with this. And he is going to take Relic and smash him into the ground, just as like a I'm mean business moment. And so,
Warning smash. Yeah.
Yeah, warning smash, exactly. And he, holy shit, hit with both of those.
Oh,
against
no.
Relic. And so he's going to. Oh, I rolled 3 1s and a 2 on d4s. which is just super fun for me.
That's a warning smash then.
Yeah, probably saved Relic's life in that
Yeah.
moment as he did one single smash to him and did 5 points of damage. And
It's a gentle smash.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He did
He,
9
like,
points of
pulled
damage.
it-
I'm sorry.
Pulled it a little bit.
You could call it a little love smash.
Yeah. And
Love,
so yeah,
smash, baby,
so-
love, smash. Well,
Relic comes back up with his nose just like bloody and like with dirt on it as well. And it's just like, oh god, shit, and it's like trying to wipe it off, still being held, and that's gonna bring up Moonboy.
okay. Okay. The Moonboy is going to make his movement down this right kind of alleyway here.
Yep.
Boy, he's only got 25, doesn't he?
He's a little fella.
He's a little fella. He's a little fella.
Yes, and
Can't
he's
really
also
use
donning a headband now.
He's dressed like the Windrider, yep.
Oh,
mhm.
right.
And you don't have shoes on.
I don't have shoes on.
Yeah.
Shoeless.
When do you get your shoes in 3 days, right?
3
Yeah.
days.
He creeps up there and he goes, without the Windrider here, maybe we need a little bit of the Star Rider. And he flashes into starlight and becomes a kind of negative image of the Windrider, if you will, the Unrider, the Star Rider. And
The Unrider.
this big flash of light. So if they can see flashes of light, they will have seen that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, absolutely. You see both of the Viney boys turn and look at you, and the tree trunk man himself, Garlic, also looks over and pulls Relic up and goes, "Another friend of yours?" And it's like looking around. So yeah, you've flashed, moved, and that's it. That's your turn.
Well, I can't cast through this area we've discerned, right?
Yeah, you cannot. It will give them 3/4 cover. Like you can kind of see them through it, but that's about it.
Can I see Klik?
Not well. Let me double check what is there. Yeah, I would say you could see Klik. That stuff is kind of low.
I'm
I'm
taller than
wondering-
a table.
Yes.
Okay, I cast Guidance, Moonsplane on Klik.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
End turn.
Cool. Yeah, there's just a shimmer of this light from Moonboy that gives you encouragement.
From a star,
Strong
as though a star up above has selected you as one of its special children.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're seeing a
perhaps.
shooting star.
A moon.
Cool. That's gonna bring up Kai.
All right, K.A.I is going to. Oh dear!
Oh, shoot.
No!
Hang on,
Going to move.
Guidance is touch range. Never mind, that
Yeah.
didn't happen.
Okay. Cool.
I am unguided.
Thank you for-
Unguided.
I thought you had an
Uninspired.
ability. I ruined it. I narked him out.
He narked me off. Cool.
Ugh.
I narked
Nerd
you
you
off.
off.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not. I'm not into that.
Okay, dude.
I mean,
Are you wearing a mic? Are you wearing a mic? I'm not
friggin-
getting under your shirt.
Narked me on then. Whatever you want to call it.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
I'm going to move. I will double move, so I will take the dash action. Move my speed of 35 with my powered steps, and I will say, I'm also I'm disguised right now as a fastidious older
Oh, that's
gentleman.
right.
yep, that's
And
right.
so I sort of move with crazy robot speed, even though I'm disguised as like an old man.
Like power walking intensely.
Yeah.
Still have the white
Yes.
ponytail?
Yeah.
This time I do not have a ponytail
No.
Oh no!
because K.A.I was self-conscious about the ponytail,
Yeah.
so he currently doesn't have it.
Yeah. We
And he
kind
would
of
say,
dragged him about it.
surely we can. This is something we can discuss, please.
He looks at you and goes, "What is there to discuss? I've already figured it out. Either he's lying to me, which is a punishable offense. I've been trying to sell false leads in my establishment, or he's the one who took down the widowers and also a punishable offense. And he's looking at you with his just like big wooden mouth kind of like moving and responding to you. You can see he just has 2 black beady eyes. They don't have like pupils or anything. And yeah, you can respond as you would like to him. But
How about you just let him go, let him take us with us, and you won't have to worry about it anymore, and there will be no more trouble.
you can roll a persuasion check.
Oh. Okay, I rolled an 18 on the die. Let's see what-
Ooh.
Silver
So,
Fox
t-
Kai
say
is
dir- dir-
persuasive.
dirty 20.
I got a 21.
Ah.
Sorry, I almost said it first, but
Oh,
yeah,
man.
sorry.
So if only I was trained.
I love it.
Yeah, I rolled an 8. I rolled with advantage, and I got a 10 and an 18, and he has a +3.
It's
So
okay.
I had a +2. All
It's
right.
okay.
he looks at you and he goes, "I don't know who you are, but that's not how we run things in my establishment." And he points back, and it just says "Garlics" above the door, and with a little garlic next
Oh, it's
to it.
spelled like garlic?
Cute.
Yes, it is
yep.
spelled exactly like garlic. Yeah.
Everybody loves
I,
garlic.
Alright.
I like him. I wish we didn't have to.
My
You
turn
gotta
has
destroy
ended.
him.
I don't have a way to do combat without, exploding people, so...
He goes, "I follow the rules here, and this guy's breaking them." And yeah, cool. If that's the end of your turn, it is going to be Relic's turn, who is going to try and break free. So he's doing a contested strength check with this boy, and
Against
does
a
he
tree?
fail? Yeah,
that feels
does
right.
he fail?
That feels right.
Yeah, you see him try and like do a wiggle out, like even with and using his. He actually gets to use his dex too, and he's just like nope, and Garlic just puts his hand on him. It's like, "You're not getting away from me," and that's gonna bring up Flute. It is now your turn, so
Okay,
you
where
can
am I
announce.
on the map?
You are. I have hidden your token, and I will reveal it. You are down here at the bottom left of the screen. And yeah, you
Oh,
are.
there I am.
Yeah, you can. I am
So-
assuming you kind of like wandered up in the moments before.
Yeah, as I like hurried over, I pulled one of my purchases out of my satchel. It is a black flat crown hat that I arrange on my head, but it disrupts one of my other purchases, an eye patch that I bought, and the only color they had was bright pink, and it's way too satiny, like cummerbund satiny. Bright
You
pink
got a
eye
bridesmaid eye patch.
patch. That,
Yeah.
yeah.
Says
when your
bride across it.
For those pirate weddings, you want the bride to
Yeah.
cover up the socket and the bridesmaid. So yeah, I will.
No,
I will kind of run into
she
the
opens
scene.
it up, and he puts the ring in there, and she closes
Oh, that's cute.
And then I'll kind of take it all in, and I'm gonna move. Sorry, let me just check something here. Would I have heard some of the action that's been happening as I run up?
Totally. Yeah.
I could hear K.A.I maybe pleading with him, and I hear him saying no, and I see the Relic is in the clutches of this guy. I'm going to run 5, 10, 15. I'm going to see the Moonboy with his cool headband, and
I am now the Star Rider, a horrifying
right.
embodiment of
The
Starfire and
the
truth.
Unrider. This might take my action, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna reach in. I'm gonna call over. I'm gonna say, "Right, Mr. Boy," and I'm gonna reach into my satchel, and I have another flat crown black hat that I will frisbee over. I'm going to throw across to the Moonboy.
No. Too cool for me to waste your action on that. You absolutely can flavor frisbee him in a hat. Yes, done.
Must I catch
Absolutely.
it?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go. Roll a
Okay.
d20 to see how
Okay.
cool this moment looks.
Catch,
Yeah.
check, catch, check.
I
Damn
hope
it.
you jump
Oh,
up into
God.
it.
Yeah.
I'm back in high school. It's terrible. Could I call this a survival check maybe?
Not at all. It is straight up.
Survival checks.
Straight up.
That's gonna be a
Catch the goofy hat.
Look, the survival of the group depends upon us doing this. Cool. That's a 7.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
It just goes right over your head.
Yeah, exactly. You totally misjudge, and like it flies over and lands kind of like right behind you, but the gesture is still there.
You hear 1,000 voices at once go, Windrider! Oh, oop, I can catch it. Wait, it's fine. And then put it on.
Yeah. It's a little dirty now. It's a little dusty, but you do
Sure.
have it with you. Yeah. So if you want to continue taking your turn, you can. But you now both have matching hats.
Cool. Then I will reach in my component pouch and I pull out a small vial filled with this sort of shimmering liquid, and I'll give it a vigorous shake. And then I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern in a 30-foot cube, and all 3 of these viney boys got to give me a Wisdom saving throw.
2 trees and a vine coming right up for you.
And they're trying to beat a 14, DC 14.
Okay, cool. And what kind of saving throw was it again? Say it one more time.
Wisdom.
All right. Let's find out what the...
Ow!
Okay.
Stop that.
Scully wants to play?
Sorry, she's stabbing me in the knee.
Yeah. Your AC is pretty low. Okay, cool. So I got a 13, an 8, and a 19. So
2 fail and 1 makes it.
So the one holding Relic failed. The Garlic failed. The Orange Vine Boy token also fails, and the Pink Vine Boy token is the only one that succeeded.
Cool. They are charmed. They are incapacitated. Their movement speed is 0. The spell will end if they take any damage or if someone else uses their action to shake them out of it.
Okay, great. And could you, just for flavor, what does Flute's Hypnotic Pattern look like?
It's like it's actually like kind of like a miasma of like swirling like black and this like sickly green like swirl that's like kind of like folding in on itself over and over again.
Yeah, I've been in that metal show for sure. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, and they as soon as you all see Flute step into this circle, and Frisbee the hat, you're brought, made aware of his presence, and you see. Would you also like to throw in what looks different about your physical appearance as well? Flute?
No, nothing else looks different about it because I'm wearing my wig.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Great. Well then, with that, you step in here, you shake your spell, and then it's just around these boys, and 2 of them are just like looking off into the distance, including the one holding Relic. So he's still. Also Relic has to make a saving throw as well.
Oh,
No,
believe-
I cubed it off, so it should be right. I'll ping where the corner of the cube is.
I see what you're saying.
Unless
so
he's
it's like,
grappled. I mean, unless he's sharing the space with the tree guy, then he should have to make it. Yeah.
I think he's holding him. I think they are sharing a space. I just put them there, imagining him like holding him out,
No,
but I don't
cool.
think
I'm cool
that's
with that.
okay. Cool.
I was just doing that like nickel and diming spell card.
I understand. He
Shit
succeeded
that drives
too.
people insane.
He
Okay.
succeeded. He got a 19. So none of this
And
is
then
even important.
bonus action, I'm going to give Relic Bardic Inspiration.
Sure. Okay. Cool. You whistle a little tune as you step out there, and you can see as the spell wraps around him, he looks up and looks over at you, and he's like, "Oh, thank God!" He now that he's seeing that the whole crew is here, and it is going to be the Vine Boy who is mesmerized turn, so he does not get to make a save on his turn,
Nope.
correct? And so
No.
that is going to bring up Klik
Harlan,
then.
just a quick question. We definitely did one of them skip their turn?
Yes, they were
So,
holding their action, but nothing has happened.
Okay, I held my action as well, and then realized I could use my crossbow. Is that an option for me to take it now, or is it it's passed? I totally
it's
forgot
passed.
she has another one. Great.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
passed at this point.
well
'cause
then-
because you attacking them would have changed things, which is
Yeah.
the only
Yes,
reason. Yeah.
that's why I didn't come out attacking them.
I was gonna say that because we weren't fighting then. Maybe we could.
Yeah, it would have been a little much. I feel like for a giant bug to come around the corner and just shoot a man with a crossbow. Okay.
Click, boom. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Look, we got there's no subtleties here, so it's my turn now.
Yes.
Okay. Just measured. Totally forgot where it goes. Okay. I will put my gal within range. I think that was where it was. Yep. And I will use my action to... attacking him just feels really intense.
Just so you know, the pink one is the only one not mesmerized right now, so it's...
Yeah. Well, there's not a whole lot I can do other than shoot him with a crossbow. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him with a crossbow.
Okay.
We're gonna do it. You are threatening her friend. Look, Klik doesn't like the police. We're gonna end this situation.
Click the police.
Click the
Even the tree police.
even the tree police.
The tree police.
I rolled quite well. So 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
And wow. 11 piercing damage.
Oh boy, alright, cool.
And then we'll take my bonus action and shoot him again.
Go for it.
We're gonna do it. Oh boy, that's less good. 15 to hit.
That hits.
Hey!
Look at that.
She's had so much practice shooting at trees, you know? It's always the target. On this one, I will put a little stank on it. I will use her psionic force to push the bolt a little bit further
Is this garlic?
on it. No.
No.
It's pink. It's pink guy. It's the only one that's
Okay.
not hypnotized.
correct.
So it's 7 piercing damage with an additional psionic oomph, which my dice is a D8 now. Which is an additional 4. Ow! Stop, Scully. This was 11 damage on that second attack.
Okay, great. So yeah, you just, after seeing the two of them just zonk out and realizing there's only one left, and the other one is quickly realizing what is happening and is starting to move toward his friends. You see that it's, advancing of sorts, and you just, with the first hit, and it jams into this being's body and just goes right through its side and but pulls out a bunch of vines and debris with it, and you're like, it clearly took that hit, and then you're like, all right, got it, and you take another shot at it and it slams into him again. You throw that, it's almost like a cartoon version of an arrow flying through the air with this psionic energy coming off of it, and it slams into him again, and he kind of staggers and almost falls down for a second, and then looks up at you and is like, no, and is still up and awake, but it looks very wounded, as its voice seems to come from two pieces of wood, like rubbing against each other. And so yeah, it is still up and conscious, but looks very wounded with those two hits. So you can see like pieces of branch like still kind of like falling out of it with like sap dripping here.
Gross.
Yikes.
Great. So I believe that's your turn.
Yeah, that's my
You
turn.
can do anything
Yep.
else? All right.
Nope.
It's Garlic's turn, and he can't do anything because he's just stuck there, like, kind of like looking at his hand that's holding Relic and like confused by it, but enjoying it. And
Oh, you need the mushrooms.
and it is the Vine Boy who is not hypnotized turn, and he is going to move over to Garlic to try and wake him up. He's gonna try and shake Garlic. So I got is there? You told me before.
It just says the spell ends for an affected creature if it takes damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. I don't think there's any roll.
Okay,
you
great.
just have to use
Great.
I
your
think it
action.
just
Yeah.
happens. Yeah.
So he comes over and is just like smacking on Garlic's side, and he's like, Garlic, like, and again with this like creaking, and Garlic's like, what? And he grabs Relic and is like, what did you do to me? He's like, "No, nothing. Just let me go. It'll be fine." He's like, "You're not getting away." And that's gonna bring up Moonboy.
Moonboy. Okay, so tell me something. If the Moonboy were to move to this square, would he have line of sight on this guy?
Actually, an important thing here is he did not use his movement, which I'm about to use. So, sorry, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to move there. So, does that affect your question?
Yes. Well, it does in that. So, I see there's
you could hit this guy though.
I see there's a like kind of a channel through the center of this area. Can if I were to stand here, could I blast through and hit this guy?
Yes, he has a tiny bump to his AC, but it's not very much.
All right. Well, let's see what happens.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
you
Moonboy's
see
gonna,
him go running.
I see him running up as Moonboy's coming down here. He catches the hat and he takes his hat off, his wizard hat off, which he rarely does, and he puts it behind him and tucks it away, and he puts the Windrider hat on, and he's like, cool, and he sees off to his left. He catches sight of this guy trying to run for it, and he rolls a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Okay. So that was a guiding bolt. Y'all.
Oh boy.
Hey.
we go.
So hey, we finally landed one.
Nice.
Yeah, so you just had this like sniper moment almost as you see him shake him awake and then go take off running, and it just immediately clicks in your brain seeing this little area, and it's just like, yep, and you fire this guiding bolt before you can even see him.
It's
and
almost
just-
like putting on this hat has changed him some way, you know? He's like a darker version of himself. So that's 4d6 radiant
Edge
damage. I don't know if that matters.
I don't want to say. I'm retconning that I didn't say that.
So 4, 5, that's 9, 13, 14, 15 damage plus as I do that
I'm sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
Do your thing.
no trouble. As I do that,
Yep.
the constellation of the Archer flashes within my starry form, and another little shooting star shoots out for an additional D8 damage,
All
which
right.
is going to be a juicy 7. So that's going to be 22 damage from the Moonboy, and also the next attack on that person, if he's still alive, will have advantage.
He absolutely is not. As you kind of
Okay.
like sniper this shot, he runs into the bolt, and it just like lights up his whole body, and you can
Great.
see the beings just like vine twisting throughout him, just kind of like unravel and fall apart down on the ground as he was
Sweet.
clearly booking it and is out of here. So that's,
I shout out as my bonus action. I say, maybe only one of you has to die today.
sure. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Aaron's
The Edge
face.
Boy.
The Edge Boy's out. It's too late. Once you let the Edge Boy out of the can, he's still going
You
there.
can take the
you
boy out of
regret
the
it.
edge.
You
but
regret
can't
it.
take the edge out of the boy.
That's the T-shirt for you to walk around in.
Yeah, we're making it just for Jordan to wear and no one
Sure.
else. Yeah.
Can it be a real long one so it looks like
Hell yeah,
I
dude.
spent the night at my girlfriend's house or
Yeah,
something?
the nightshirt style. Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Knee length, baby. All
Yeah.
right.
Cool. All right, Kai, it's your turn.
All right. I'm going to. I don't really want to kill anyone. I'm going to.
Yeah, I guess you would have gotten splattered with a lot of those vines, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You saw that dude get roasted right next to you.
Probably. I'm going to move forward and I'm going to reach out my hand, and I guess people don't really see what's happening because I'm disguised, but a special round will fire from my arm cannon, and I will cast Web.
Okay, cool. Where are you casting?
So, the stump man Garlic is holding Relic up in the air, right? He's
Yes,
like holding him aloft. So I'm
functionally, he has him grappled. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for him and his buddy's feet. So
Okay, cool.
it's a 20-foot cube around them.
All right, great.
Let's see that roll.
Go for it. Yeah.
It's
I
don't need to roll. They roll on their turns.
Okay, cool. So yeah, this web has been launched at their feet, like out of seemingly like Spider-Man, out of your hand, out of nowhere.
Old
There's just this-
Spider-Man.
There's
Or
just
Spider
this like
Old Man. Sorry, I don't know where it goes.
Spider-Man.
Old man.
Spider old man. That just sounds horrible.
2020. Yeah, that's yes. So out of his hands just comes this huge bit of web that wraps around their feet, and you see him kind of like pulling at it, and you're unsure whether or not they're going to get out of it yet, but they're just like, yuck. They both let out. They are not happy about it being
That's what
there.
you get.
What?
Yeah.
I'm going
you
to
get-
move.
For
And
following the rules, he says, holding up Relic.
I'm going to move here. Yeah, yes. You interpreted them harshly.
You little bark narcs.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Hurtful.
Rhyming.
Yes, Guy, give them the sticky toe.
And that's the end of my turn.
Cool.
The
He's
one
gonna
dude
say.
is
He's gonna
already,
just.
the one dude is already incapacitated and
Right,
Yeah.
so
Just
he'll
stand- we just gotta stand
automatically
in it.
fail his saving throw.
Cool. Yeah. He's just looking up at space and not even like pulling at his feet. He's just kind of like happy to
Loves
be in
it.
the web that where he is. Yeah. Garlic is gonna throw back at you just a little bit, Kai. He's just gonna be like, he attacked people who work in this town, and apparently you did too, and now you're attacking me in the street. And you can see that just like the people have like cleared out. There are people kind of like huddling in the shops around here, and you just have this moment of like Wild West dueling situation where
You attacked him first. You smashed him into the ground. You escalated the situation.
yeah, because he's a criminal.
You don't know that.
I do that, or he's just trying to dupe people out of money, which is also a criminal activity.
Well, regardless, have at you.
Ah, yes.
Says the old man.
yeah, you just look like a kindly
Regardless.
old man.
Hey, listen.
You can still let him go.
That's gonna bring up Relic, who is going to again trying to get out of this grapple, and I believe he has guidance, which
His
he's-
bardic inspiration
Oh.
1d8 he can add whenever he feels like it.
he's gonna add it. And
Bardic Inspiration is a D8. That's huge.
It is now.
It gets bigger.
it's huge. It was a D4.
My
it has
songs
D8.
get better the more I hum them.
And feeling just inspired by his his crew being here, he wiggles free out of Garlic's hand, and he falls down on the ground, and he's like, gotcha. And he just like is stoked and is like about to, and he's going to run away. He's going to go 5, 10, but first Garlic gets an opportunity attack against him.
Does he?
Which he's gonna miss. He's gonna miss. It doesn't
Nice.
matter even. So,
Great.
Relic is just going to piece over here. This fight is going so well for you all.
It's almost
Which
like
is gonna bring up Flute.
it's almost like a second
Right. shoe
shoe is going to fall.
I'm going to.
You're still waiting
I'll
on the
run
first
over
pair of
5,
shoes.
10, 15, 20. I'll kind of move to cover Relic running away. And as I'm running, I'm kind of like coughing a bit. And I kind of have to like catch my breath. And I'm going to kind of brandish my scimitar at these tree folks and at Garlic. And I'll say,
All right, that's enough. Go back inside.
They can't. They're stuck there.
Oh right. I'll just kind of miss that, and I'll be like,
Go back inside. We've got our man back.
All right, you can roll a persuasion check, absolutely, or intimidation if you would prefer.
oh gosh, what do I prefer? Intimidation. I've got my new black hat. I've got this pink eye patch. I'm
Yeah.
feeling it. I'm feeling it.
If anything,
Stripper, pirate.
if anything, those seem like the fashion. Those seem like the fashion choices of an unreasonable person.
I got a 25 on my intimidation roll.
Oh boy, damn! I thought I
The
got
eye
good with
patch
it. Well, with an
is
18.
paying off.
He's gonna kind of look surrounded, and he's gonna go, "Fine, we're out of this. But I don't want to see you or your old friend." He points to K.A.I. Your bug friend, any of us, any of y'all.
I don't know this guy. I don't know this old man.
So you're just rolling up just to be a concerned citizen.
I wouldn't know. I don't know. I don't know what guy's disguise is because I haven't seen it.
That's fair. Yeah. So, so he's like, fine, but just know, the authorities are on their way. They can they can deal with this, and they're gonna both peace and go back inside if
They need to make dexterity saving throws.
And the one of them, do I believe that he means it? Because I can drop that hypnotic pattern if I believe that he is actually gonna go back inside.
Garlic is. I'll tell you just a second. Garlic turns and is like, "Come on, bud," and the vine is just like totally zonked out, just like not responding. He's like, "God, get you!" And you can roll an insight check real quick.
Yeah. I got 17.
Yes, he is. He saw one of his buds get totally obliterated. He's not going to die for this moment, but he wants to very publicly prove that he tried. Kind of like he's making a loud, boisterous show of all the people here that it's like, I did the right thing, and he's going to go back inside. And he's
I'll
also
drop
going to
my concentration on.
the guy's like, what? Garlic just helps him get out of it. He like grabs his arms and like helps pull him out. And they're gonna go back inside and not be. So we are currently out of initiative.
Great.
Okay. I'm still braced, pointing my bow at Pinky over here.
Just rip
Just
it.
until
Pinky's
Moonboy
dead. Pinky got
Pinky's
splattered.
dead. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I missed it.
obliterated by a starfire.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Moonboy
He
absolutely.
blasted him.
So
the
you all are kind of
Moonboy-
in this circle, in this square, and you all can do whatever you like here.
The Moonboy, seeing this opportunity while everyone's distracted, takes the hat and his mask off and his headband, and he hides them and replaces it with his hat and puts it on. And he comes around the corner and he's like,
Oh no.
"Oh, what? What seems to have happened here then? Some sort of a fight? I think I saw he looked a lot like the Windrider going that other way. He said he was the Star Rider, which I think is pretty cool."
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Yeah, even I'll be kind of like pretty stumped by this.
Jordan.
I will turn to Moonboy and be like, "We have to get out of here. Can we go? Can we go now?
Let's go.
The police are coming. Let's go."
Yes.
But we
They-
can't
the
understand her
authorities-
because she's clicking.
Clickety,
and
clickety,
She
flashing.
says,
clickety, clickety.
and I agree.
It's very
we have to
urgent.
go.
It's very scoldy. It's like
Sure.
Yes, I
It kind
agree
of
completely.
clicks. The kind of clicks that you know what they mean even if you don't
Yeah,
speak.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just pick up Relic over my shoulder and we go. Like,
He goes, yeah, no other problems. Let's go.
Relic, what the heck, man?
Yeah, we should just go.
We'll talk about it back on the ship.
yeah. Which is the direction of the ship where we were?
Back toward where Flute came from, down there.
Okay.
Relic is just like, let's go. Let's leave right now. There's no other problems.
Is there another problem?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
Another
Sounds
problem?
like you haven't pooped in 3 weeks.
What's the other problem, Relic?
Both of you can roll insight checks. I mean, I'm clearly trying to note it, but to kind of get the vibe of what is happening with him.
Oh, nat 20, baby.
Hey.
So 24.
He's like, when you ask him that, and he looks around, he's like, Janice is still in there, and he points to I thought it would be good to get back, bring backup.
Is she backup? Does she count as backup?
I'm sorry.
Alright.
I'm sorry. I totally admit I messed this one up.
K.A.I.
Well, they didn't see Moonboy. Moonboy,
All
go in
right.
there, grab Janice.
Oh, that's true.
We also didn't see K.A.I.
Yes, I will. I guess.
But
I'll
we also
dro-
don't know who's in there. If you just walk in there like K.A.I., it's
It could
bit of a
also be
problem.
bad, but I mean, we can't just leave Janice there.
yeah.
Actually, we can.
I don't agree.
We can't leave Janice there, Windrider. She's one of us.
Klik takes off her bow and is like, huh? Good enough?
Is disguise?
And like,
Is there
I'm
anyone
regular bug now.
The streets have been cleared because of the fighting. There's
Yeah.
no one around.
There was no one around. People are starting to filter back in from the buildings that are around here, kind of like they're watching what you all are going to do as they're being wary. They're not new to adventurers, kind of causing a scene. But now that it seems like you all calm down, there's no more fighting. They're kind of like going here and there, but it's not crowded by any means.
Listen, maybe we come back tonight. Maybe we can break
We don't
in.
have time for that. We can't just leave her there.
I'm going to cast a message.
Okay.
The message spell towards Janice. If she's inside this building, we know that's where she is. And I'll say, Janice, are you in a position to come out, or do we need to come and get you?
You hear a voice go, "Whoa, you are in my head.
Yes. Well,
This is new for me.
If so ahead, it can be called.
I am in a position to leave. Relic told me to stay here unless something bad happened. If there is something bad happening, I can join you. I don't know where you are.
just exit the building and you will see us. I will
Do you
cast
get
message
to?
again.
Okay, yeah. Shay says, "Okay. Right now, I will do it." And you just like she's confused. She's kind of stunned by this and is like processing it slowly. And with that, she is able to walk out of this building as
Okay.
the widower that you all shook, that she devoured before.
Oh,
and
right.
Barrel.
Holding a barrel.
With
holding a
barrel.
Yep. Holding a small barrel.
Well, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. She walks out and she goes, "Oh, hello."
That
Can I scan the area while we were waiting for her to come out? Is anybody like running toward this? Like, do I hear the sounds of like boots on cobblestones?
Yeah, you can do a perception check, and one other
there's no
person can do it as well.
I'll
is-
go.
that
I'll
is-
go ahead
yeah.
and do one.
Go for it.
That was some excellent use of message. I've never seen a great use for that spell.
Oh,
That was-
And
thank
there
you.
it was.
I was trying to do backflips in my head to think about why this wouldn't happen, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
this would. Yeah, that's just
So yeah,
creative,
send her
smart play.
send her a text. That's
Yeah,
it's
just
a-
call
Maybe
her.
it wouldn't work because she doesn't have like a
13.
brain.
13.
Hey, I'm outside. It's just she just
yeah,
got that text.
exactly.
Yeah.
You up?
Yeah. Oh, you up, Janice?
No, I did not. I would never.
Yeah, this is incredible. You point your finger toward a creature within range.
I
The
got a
target hears the
14 on my
message and
perception.
only the target. You can cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. It's great.
It's great. What were those perception checks?
14 on me.
13.
Cool. Yeah, there's nothing in the area So it seems.
Time to go.
Right, let's go.
Yeah, let's
Time to
bail
go.
quick. Let's bail quick. Like, I actually have prepared Pass Without Trace still.
Yeah, I believe you should maybe have dropped it with. You cast Guiding Bolt, and you also had your star.
Yeah, no,
farm.
but I have it prepared, so I'm gonna,
yeah,
I'm
if
gonna
you
go
want
ahead
to.
and cast that as we leave.
Okay, cool. Then, if you cast that spell, you're casting Pass Without Trace. Yes, I'm just getting that confirmation.
I am currently casting Pass Without Trace. Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry. So, your section of people, your crew, is now consolidated, and you're like, all right, great, let's do this. And and this just kind of like shimmer comes over you all, and there is this like shadowy cover to you all, even though you're standing right there. And let's have you all do stealth checks with that +10 as you pretty much as you move out of here. These you see two widowers step out. They're wearing the insignias. They have it. One of them has it like sewn onto a shirt, and the other one has like a just it like draped over their back, kind of on like a fabric, as you see them like moving around you all, as they were like expecting you all to be there, but they're not going to see anything as one creeps around on each side. And so, yeah, give me those stealth checks with a +10.
+10?
Yeah, Pass Without Trace gives you a +10
Yes,
to your
yes.
stealth.
Now,
Yeah.
is it a
Well, I
plus?
got a 17,
And that's an additional to our.
Yes.
and I have a
are you
+6
Is that
to
in
stealth.
addition to your
So
regular
if you
modifier?
do the math, 1
Oh,
+
no,
6 +
Flute.
10.
Good
Okay.
news for Harlan. I got a 1. I got
I got a 1
natural.
also.
Oh, you guys both rolled
What?
nat ones?
So we don't get to add that.
No,
bonus
I
we
mean,
do.
here's the thing. You
You
get
do.
to add that bonus,
You
but
do.
at the end of the day, a natural 1 is a natural 1.
Yeah, well, so I
yeah.
don't do auto fails on skill checks.
Okay,
That's the only time I don't do them, is like on things specifically like this. So like
And I
they
got
auto fail
an
on like
11.
hits and things like that. But yeah.
Okay. I got an 11.
All right.
I got a 17.
29.
24.
Cool.
I'm
When
also.
they-
I got a
carrying, by the
15.
way.
Sorry, I got a 15. I didn't add my stealth on top of the 10.
Cool. They step out on either side, and they're like, "Hey, you two!" And one of them clearly spits at K.A.I and the Windrider, and he goes, "You'll stop right there. You're coming with us, and we can pick this up real quick after the break. We'll it's the same initiative order, and we can figure out what happens with these two folks
I'm
as
excited
they
for
are. They're two humans. They're just two straight up human men who have like stepped around on each side, and they look actually quite similar. They look like twins, and so we can.
Are
pick
they
this up.
human, though? Or are they widower
Tomax
scum?
and Zaymot situation.
They might be
Reference
dancing.
for
Pirates.
no one.
Twin pirates.
Okay, cool.
You got caught up in the...
Twin pirates.
Yeah,
This
get us out
sounds
of here,
cool.
Case. Get us out of here. We're gonna drink. We're gonna... Hi, we're back. Thanks, Dr. NJ, for rating us and sending all your viewers over here. Hello, new folks.
Hey.
We're playing.
Town.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons. If you want info about what's going on right now and who the characters are, there's a little About tab below here that you can click and see all this information. We're going to jump back into the fight that the party is currently doing as they try to be sneaky boys, and we're not. So here we go. So yes, these two twin humanoids.
Hey, I was a very sneaky girl.
You were a very sneaky girl. I apologize. They've noted they've only seen two of you. And so they are moving in on you all. One of them has like almost a cape on with the widower symbol. The other one just has it sewn on the front of his shirt, but they're both blonde twins. And they're moving around on each side of you, and they're like, you're coming with us. And they're gesturing toward you, K.A.I, and you, Flute, who rolled natural ones on your stealth. So I'm going to keep the same initiative order. I put them in initiative. And you can do whatever you want with this information, but Klik, you are up first.
All right. I'm gonna take a Githka slice out of this boy that's closest to me.
Absolutely. So you can take your.
We are gonna out of this twin. I assume their names rhyme. Yeah. I will jump in. I have a.
Old Gimbus and Bimbus are about to get Githka'd.
All right. Gimbus and Bimbus, oh pirate.
I mean, that's canon. No pun intended.
Truly canon.
The O Pirate
That's
family.
canon.
Sorry, Arlen. I know you were playing.
Boy.
I wrote it down already. I already wrote it down.
Could you imagine being in the O Pirate family and hoping to be an artist or an actor someday?
Yeah.
No.
And just so I can get it right, it's Bimbus and Wimbus, because I'm getting rid of the names that I had. I'm putting these in case it's unclear.
Bimbus, so pirate.
Bimbus
Really,
and
it's
Wimbus.
Gimbus and Wimbus.
Oh, I'm
Gimbus.
sorry.
Yeah,
My mistake.
Yeah. Great.
I have a two-handed pole arm
like
with
that.
a big spike on one side and a curved like a moon sickle on the other. It's called a Githka. And I am going to turn around and I'm gonna take a big invisible slice out of Gimbus or Wimbus.
Yeah, you can attack the one on the bottom is Gimbus with a G, and so you can attack Gimbus with advantage because he does not know you're there. So you can kind of just like come out of the shadowiness that Moonboy has provided for you and just into him with this attack. So roll that d20 and take the higher one.
D20. Great news. Sorry, that was not a roll. All right. I still have a +1 on this Githka, yeah?
You do.
You do.
Okay. I rolled a 8, 7, 15. 15 to hit.
Okay,
on this
yeah.
First guy.
That actually misses Gimbus.
Okay.
Classic Gimbus.
Which-
Light on his
with
feet.
advantage. What a doofus. Okay, I will use. I have an extra attack, so I can take another swing at him. I'm gonna come back around and try and hook him in the face.
Yeah, so even like
this
coming out of the
one-
shadow, Gimbus kind of senses you're there and just gets hit like some leather armor that's on his arm up and just knocks your first attack away, but you can bring that other one in.
Sure. I assume this one is without advantage.
Correct. He knows you're there
Because
now.
it's my yes. Okay. It's a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit, yeah. So, but yeah, you're still in a kind of like a strategic position, so you bring the bottom of your Githka up and just into him. Into Gimbus.
This one is 9 damage.
Okay.
Slashing.
All right.
And then I will use my bonus action and I'll twirl around and I'll try and spike him with the other end.
All right, get that other throw
Or
in there.
so the second was my bonus action. The second was my bonus action. This one is that is a 26 to hit.
Yep, that hits. So yeah, your
And
bug humanoid fighter just comes out of the shadow and smashes her weapon down against the being.
and I will do 11 slashing damage.
An additional, yeah. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, you come out of this, and you know, he is able to knock that first hit off, and he yells over to his brother Wimbus, and he's like, "There's more of them!" And but you have this strategical advantage position. You get that other stab in there, and you just like cut into his side, bring the slash down on his body, and do another tear. And he takes the damage just like normal, and is no problem for you to cut into him. But he looks up at you, and he's like, "All right, my turn." And he flips a sword around in his hand, and is kind of not phased by those attacks. Like, he looks pretty tough. And so that is going to bring up Janice, actually, in the initiative order.
Yes, her
Very
first
high.
attack.
And so for the new folks here, this is the sentient ooze that has not fought with them yet, that they have befriended from the very early at the beginning of the show. And she looks at you in this form, and she goes, K.A.I, is it okay if I fight too? She says out, like, kind of like out to no one, out to the opening.
I suppose, as a treat.
And she
have a little fight.
she kind of like
Fight as a tree.
Can kill a pirate as a treat.
It's her second pirate.
she kind of like sheds this stealth for just a second to look at you, K.A.I, and she smiles, and her mouth gets like unnaturally
Too big?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
as she is just making up. You know, she is just an ooze in the form of a humanoid right now, and she
Little Cheshire
reaches
ooze.
out to this other being up here, to Wimbus, and she is going to go 5, 10, 15, and she stretches her hand out, and it just like, her hand just turns into a silver blob and like flings itself at Wimbus, and she is going to get a, oh no, hold on.
Oh god.
She hit exactly. Oh man, I'm so happy. I thought she was gonna miss on her first attack.
That's so
But-
sad.
Yeah, nope, but she got exactly its AC with a 14, and it smashes against this being, and she gets to do 12 damage to it as you can
Ooze punch.
yeah, and you can tell that she does the initial hit of it kind of like crunches against its chest, but as it connects, you see it kind of like stick on there, and Wimbus goes, no, and it takes like more psychic damage, and then it has to make a wisdom saving throw, which it failed. And so it takes another 18 psychic damage.
Oh my
Yowza.
gosh.
Janice.
Yep.
Oh,
Janice.
Been saving it up.
I said you could fight. I didn't mean.
It's
And
always nasty.
Ooh,
It looks, and Wimbus looks confused and goes, and it just kind of like looks around, and just like looks like very jarred, and it's like not understanding what's happening. And Gimbus goes, Wimbus, are you okay? And Gimbus goes, who are you?
Oh no.
And
Or wait, yes.
it's actually going to bring up Gimbus's turn. He's going to be like, God damn it. And he is going to be like, what did you do to my brother? And he's going to whip out his sword and attack you, Klik. And it's going to be, Jesus Christ, it was a 3 and a 7 and a 9. So I don't think any, so I got a 10, a 14, and a 9.
No, sir.
No, sir. So he's too distracted. I rolled such shit right there. Yeah, he's too distracted, and you're just able to immediately parry his moves. As he's bringing his sword around at you and nothing, bringing his sword around at you, you just like block it straight off. And he's going to be pissed and take the
He takes the pissed action.
Yeah, no, he's gonna,
A bonus action to stomp on the ground.
he's going to take the disengage action and be able to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to try and get over there to his brother without taking opportunity attacks because he used his bonus action to disengage.
Whoa, does disengage work on multiple targets?
I believe so.
That's
I'm
wild.
going to double check real quick,
This
though.
is something we were arguing the other night. It was. We didn't
I
get
mean,
a
I guess
chance
it would
to
make
talk.
sense if you're focusing all of your energy into dodging
I think
and
it
weaving,
is just
you know?
the one target who you're engaged with, and anyone else you run by, they get a shot. But I could be wrong.
If you take the disengage action, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn.
Oh,
so
cool. All right.
with
There
that,
you
I
go.
will just look up a rule for just for funsies.
I like it.
So there we go. So yeah, he just kind of like is focusing on this and just kind of darts through all of you, all parrying your attacks as you try and get them on his way through as he goes over towards his brother. And with that, it's going to be Moonboy's turn.
Moon Boy. Okay. The Moon Boy suddenly thinks of his friend Dr. NJ and all the good times they used to have together, and he, in his mind, says, "Thanks for raiding us, dude." But then anger washes over the Moon Boy. He is once more called upon to become a star man. You know what? I'm actually not going to take on the starry form. I'm just going to use this. I assume that I'm still hidden. I get advantage on that.
Yes, they have not seen you yet.
Okay, I'm going to use this advantage to blast Wingus. Which one's this?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Wimbus.
All
Okay.
right.
Wimbus,
don't-
I'll
I mean,
label him.
don't.
Wimbus.
I didn't mean to fudge the libretto.
The
Be like this.
disrespect.
It's
Okay, well-
Wimbus, and you know that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna disrespect Wimbus with some starfire out of nowhere, with a not bad. Let's go
this
for
a
that
guiding
20. This is going to be a guiding bolt. That's strange. I rolled the same number 2 times, and that number is going to be a. Hang on, I just want to make sure that I'm getting the math.
I love
right
how
here.
between characters switching identities and names and us naming NPCs that sound exactly like each other, we are just the most confusing channel out there. So
That is a
sure.
19.
welcome and thank you.
That is a
Yes.
19.
And you hit. Did you hit Wimbus the confused one or Gimbus the running one?
Gimbus the running one, the one
Okay.
who just ran past me.
Yep.
Those
go
are their
for
magic card
Okay,
names.
so
Kimbus the running one.
Or Wimbus, the confused one.
Wimbus the confused.
okay, so
Nimbus,
2,
confused.
3,
Goblin Rude Boy.
4, 5. So that's 11 damage, and the next attack will have advantage on that person. I want to cast. Yeah, as a bonus action, I'll cast Flame Blade.
You can't do 2 spells unless one's a
Oh,
cantrip.
can't do 2. Oh, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Fair,
Okay.
but sorry.
I think that's the end of my turn.
Cool. Yeah. So you, having success smashing that last vine boy, you're like, oh, got him, and you like shoot this guiding bolt, and it hits him in the back, and it does like you hear him like kind of call out, and it burns a chunk off of his side, but he looks like he's doing okay,
Sure.
and just is like continuing to rush up toward his twin brother. So yeah. But you have definitely hit twice in a row with guiding bolt, Jordan. Congrats.
Yeah.
You fucking shout
Worm is
out.
More
turned,
time.
my
That's
friend.
huge.
Any
So-
other episode.
As this this blast hits him, he's kind of covered in stardust and almost looks like he's taking on a kind of constellation form himself, and he can't shake it. He's like, ah, you know.
Yeah, gotcha,
know?
gotcha. Yeah,
You know?
absolutely. Yep,
you know?
I do know. I do know. Yeah.
You know, you're there.
Cool. Absolutely. So that's gonna bring up K.A.I, I believe.
All right. Now this guy's glowing with magical energy. K.A.I will quickly use his bonus action to cast Arcane Weapon,
Okay.
and I will
take some of the latent magical energies from the air and imbue my lightning launcher with additional cold damage, and I will place my hand point blank against this guy's chest, and I will blast him.
Yeah, and that's advantage from the guiding bolt.
Whoa.
Got it.
Absolutely.
But if it's ranged, then it would balance back out to being a regular roll
Why?
because he's point blank with the
Ah, interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, he's right.
Okay, let me just roll it one
Yeah.
then.
Roll it straight
It's
up.
just the
Then.
one.
I don't know why I thought you were rolling it Wimbus.
Thanks to Andrew.
Okay.
Sorry,
no,
jeez.
you're
No,
right.
I think
good.
it's great that you know the rules.
Well, I got the rule wrong about the disengage action, so I don't know the rules, but
So we do now.
I like to chime in with them.
No, I get it.
23 to hit.
Great. That absolutely hits. Go for it.
Worked out.
Smashed him.
So yeah. So are you still in your old man form? Kind of like
I am.
shift your arm around, but in your disguise, it just looks like you're kind of like turning your arm.
Yeah.
And this,
Horrifying.
Remember,
Unclear
Just
what
like
is
a
happening.
broken bone. It's just.
remember in Total Recall when the lady's head opens up? It's like that, but with a hand.
With a gun.
and
So-
a bunch of lightning comes out of it and just slams into this guy.
Ice lightning.
Ice lightning, exactly. He takes 14 points of lightning damage and additional 2 points of cold damage.
Great. Yeah. So, yeah, you see this lightning again, like just slam into his side, and he's like, ah, and you see just frost kind of like spreading throughout his body, and he's like, what the fuck? Ah! And he's trying to just power through this as he's moving closer toward his brother.
And I will take my second attack also against that same guy.
Great.
It's cocked. Alright. That isn't very good. That is a 16 to hit.
Great. Okay. That is going to hit, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So, ooh, nice. He takes 10 points of lightning damage
Damn.
and an additional 6 points of cold damage.
Holy shit. All right, let's go. Yeah, so you get him again. You know, it's just like the second fire there. And he is now feeling like it's like looking pretty roasted for the first time since this, as he's just been taking these hits no problem and moving forward. And this is the first time you kind of see him like misstep, and he kind of like looks back and you can see part of his face is charred.
And I will take a step back in between him and his brother, still staying in range, but that's
Okay,
my
cool.
turn.
Yeah, I see you. I see where you moved. Cool. I am going to. I forgot for Wimbus to take his turn. He was supposed to go before Moonboy. He did lose some of his cognizance, but he still is in the initiative, and so I'm going to jump back in with him. And he. Is going to step back here and throw a fireball over here. Yep. Okay, cool. So I need
Perfect.
Moonboy, Flute,
Yes.
Relic, and Klik to all make a dexterity save as you just see him like chuck a baseball-sized thing of fire across the top of you all. And it just hits the ground and whooshes out and engulfs you all.
Nope.
I got
Very
a
good.
16.
All right, great.
It is 7.
Great. That does not succeed. A 16 does succeed.
22.
That also succeeds. So,
Oh, boy.
yeah, as this big thing of fire just engulfs you all, you take 4. Oh, sorry. 15, 20, 24. 26, 29 points of damage and halved if you succeeded. So Klik is the only one who failed.
I'm going to use my protective field and use my Psi die to try and reduce that number a little bit.
Great. You absolutely can.
Sounded like you said to use your side eye.
I'm gonna use. Hey.
Is half
No,
of
thank you.
is half of 29 15 or 14?
14. You round down. No. In D&D, you always round down.
Alright, it prevents 6 of that damage, so I still take 23.
Wow. So yeah, as this big flame like kind of wraps around you, as much as it's like burning away pieces of your carapace, you're like still pushing some of it off with your psychic energy. Everybody still up?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Great. Okay, cool. That is going to bring up Relic did not save for that.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. Wait. Meaning he failed, or?
He failed, and he is down. So when that fireball clears, you just see Relic laying face down on the ground, like burnt and unconscious.
So you did 29 damage.
Yeah. So he is going to fail one death saving throw as you hear him kind of like cough, but it's like not a conscious cough, like clearly just like life going out of him. And that is going to bring up Flute.
Something of a death rattle.
All right. I will turn around and cast Healing Word at my buddy Relic.
Look at that. That's nice of you.
He's going to get 7 hit points back.
Cool.
And
that death rattle changes to him actually coughing up and spitting out some blood as he is healed for 7 hit points.
And then I am going to run up here on Gimbus, and I pre-rolled my attack. Does a 24 hit?
It does.
Okay, so I will swipe him for 8 damage with my scimitar. I just need to check something super fast. Sorry.
You're fine. Yeah, so, with that, while you're doing that, you hit him with this damage. The fireball's got thrown over, and Gimbus is, like, yelling at him. He's like, good, Wimbus, get them! And Wimbus is, like, as much as he's clearly in combat and is ready to fight, he's kind of like, when Gimbus yells that, he looks at him confused on whether or not he's on his same team. He's kind of like nodding along to what he's saying, even though there's this moment of like not registering who he is.
He's Wimbus.
Cool, sorry, I was just checking, and I can do this without a bonus action. It just happens if I land an attack. I'm going to expend a Bardic Inspiration for Blade Flourish. I'm going to do another 6 damage to him.
All right.
And I'm going to end in a defensive stance, and I get to add that 6 to my AC until the start of my next turn.
Oh,
nice.
shit.
Huge.
Good God.
This is probably the coolest you've ever looked doing a sword move
It's
to
this
the
hat.
party.
It's this hat and the
Changes
new...
everything.
At the start, you threw that cloud of green and black monster energy colored
I'll be right back.
magic.
Yeah, in fact, Klik, you would probably recognize, like, you sparred with this sword-wielding Gimbus and before, and even though you stopped his hits, you still know that he's, like, a skilled swordsman, and as he's coming through, you just watch Flute do these moves that are like, whoa, okay, cool. You, like, forget that Flute actually has some sword moves that he pulls out and is ready in this situation, too. In fact, that's going to bring you up here, too.
All right. I am going to jump from, I believe I have enough distance to do that. Yeah, of course. Come on. I'm going to brace my little cricket or mantis legs, and I'm going to jump right in front of Gimbus. I'm going to take a swing at him with my Githka.
Great. Go for it.
That is a 19 hit.
That absolutely hits. Yeah, get him.
Ooh. 11 damage on that first one. I'm rolling
Okay.
well on my damage die. And then I will attack again because I'm a short, two-handed gal.
Bring it on. As you are very skilled with your weapon, you are a fighter. Do that damage.
16 a hit.
All right, that also hits. Just smash them.
10
Okay,
to
cool.
hit on that one.
10 misses.
Oh, 10 damage.
Oh, 10
Sorry.
damage. Okay,
10
sorry,
damage
sorry.
on the
Yeah.
second hit. To hit on the third one, we're going to 18 to hit.
Cool. Go for it. Roll all that damage as you got him.
Jesus. Cool. It's another 11.
Cool. You, as he is trying to push his way through and almost like not paying attention to you all except for dodging your attacks, you just are able to kind of walk up behind this being right next to him and just smash.
No.
And he tries to. Yeah, what? Sorry.
I jump over his head in front of him. I'm
Okay,
jumping
yeah.
from where I was in front of him.
Yeah.
Between
As-
him and his brother.
I'm sure it's kind of annoying to have him squeak away from you too. So you just, you just straight up just boom, boom, down in front of him and into him, and then another boom into him. And with that last like up into him, you just see him go no, and Gimbus goes down, just like falls over unconscious, and Wimbus, seeing all of you all kind of like turn to look at him, doesn't seem to react at all to this.
Horrifying.
Yeah, and that's it. Do you want to do anything else?
I'll spin my Githka and put it in the sand and say, "Where you going?" But nobody can understand except Kai. Because it's clicky, clicky, clicky. That's all.
You see, it's now Janice's turn, and Janice changes form into Gimbus, and she goes
Dead Gimbus?
dead Gimbus.
Okay.
From the widower she was before into dead Gimbus, and she goes, Wimbus, it is me, your brother. They have tricked you. Stay here with us. And would someone like to make a persuasion check deception check for Janice? And I'm going to make a contested check for
I can
That's
roll
you,
it.
Windrider, I think.
Go. No, go for it, Kai. You said it first. Go for it. Roll a d20.
She rolled a 19
Whoo, on the die.
on the die. I don't know what her modifier is.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna keep those dice. What I got and everything's a secret, but I'll tell you the result. And that she looks. This caster, Wimbus, steps over and goes, yes, sorry, something has happened to me. I can't. It's difficult for me to recall. And she goes, wait, then why did you attack me? And Janice is gonna go, I was not sure if you were tricking me or if what was happening. And you can tell Janice is like not doing a good job at lying because she doesn't have the full information, but she is still like trying to help you all out. And Wimbus is like, okay, that's fine. It seems we have won. I'm going to go. And Janice is like, no, come with us. And you all can jump in here if you want, but Janice is absolutely trying to get this enchanter person, this like caster, to come with you all.
Question: do I know these twins from my stint rolling with the widowers?
You can roll a history check.
Oh, that's not the worst. Dirty 20.
Yes, they are known for being operating together, for being vicious, kind of like assassins, as a 1-2 punch team of. They're sort of like watchdogs for. It means they were definitely out looking for you. It was not hard for you to put that together, as they are known for being like, let's go solve this one thing, and then we'll report back in operating kind of on their own. If that makes sense.
Okay.
they're not good folks. You would not have known them personally. You would have heard about them.
Okay.
I mean, we can't let them go back.
No.
Come with us. Just step into this alley.
Klik gestures as welcomingly as she can muster, which is not very.
Covered in blood.
She just his brother's blood, just like try this way with all four arms.
I'm gonna say,
Wait, Wimbus, your brother's a bit banged up. Why don't you go give him a look over?
and I'll gesture to Janice.
I would like you to roll. Klik, can you roll persuasion, and Flute, can you roll deception?
One of the two things I'm good at.
That's not bad. 15.
I got a 21.
Motherfucker. I rolled with advantage and I got a 9. I'm working, like, I had to give Janice her fair shot. I'm working so hard to get this character out of here, and it's just about to fail. In fact, with, yep, okay, cool. So, Wimbus is going to walk over to
That's right.
Janice.
Give him a hug.
Janice.
This is what happens when you don't stay 6 feet away from each other. So
You wind up looking like somebody's dead brother, and they're confused, and we're confused. It's horrible.
Wimbus walks over to Gimbus and is like, I'm sorry, I had no idea what happened there. And as soon as it gets within 5 feet, Janice, like half of Janice's body, just from the torso up, turns into a silver ooze and just kind of like canopies over him in invisible mood, and you just see his like legs kicking under it, and it just quickly is absorbed.
This is like truly one of my most horrifying things from watching the movie Beastmaster as a kid and running out of the room crying.
Wow.
I'm sorry that I
Beastmaster
tapped
was
into your
gnarly.
childhood
No,
trauma.
you nailed it. It's horrible. I love it.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's-
you just see the bottom legs like
Great.
wriggling, and then just quickly they almost like they just go limp, and Janice sucks the rest of
Wonderful.
Wimbus
Yes.
into him.
No, good
it-
work. Hurry up. Pick it up, Janice. Num num num.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm just kind of horrified and
Yeah, I
regretting
think
what I did.
even Klik, who has eaten foes before, is a little aghast at how unceremonious it is.
Yeah. Do we want to give her the other one? You know, give me.
I think
Right,
we need to
let's
go.
turn out his pockets first.
Oh yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that.
Janice absorbs this being really quickly, and is like shifts back to the original shook widower form, and she goes, I told you I could do it quickly if I need to. What shall we do now?
We should leave. I think.
Yeah,
Time to
we
go.
should leave.
Certainly time to go.
Can I
We
search
should-
this widower?
yeah.
Give him a good pat down.
Yep.
Yeah, it was one thing when we were
good.
fighting the bartender. It's another thing when we're eating the cops.
The widowers aren't
The
the
cops
cops, they're
are gangs.
pirates.
Oh, okay.
I got a 6.
Yeah, it's
Thugs.
you notice that
Yeah.
people around the edges of this are starting. There are some been like gasps and like a couple of horror noises when Janice did that, and you hear the murmuring kind of like pick up in the area. And with that, there's just kind of like the worry in your brain that like, oh, we should go. And from your quick cursory check, you can't find anything but like a dagger or two. You find a short sword, but you're just like, that's about it. It would take more to wriggle through it, and it seems like the clock is ticking.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's spell.
We've got to go.
I don't suppose he was wearing studded leather armor, was he?
No, he was not.
Just checking.
Fair. Oh wait, are you fucking kidding me? I swear to God, this stat block that I have says studded leather next to it. I was like,
He's wearing it. I'm taking the time to wrestle it off of him.
sure, only because that 1-to-1 is just right there. I was ready to not give it to you, but it literally says in my stat block studded leather.
And
so
you know
can
that's why I
fucking
went
have
into
it.
town. That's why I
Yeah.
went into town and I couldn't find any. Great.
true.
I'll take it off of him.
I will take a quick moment to tie a bow around my antenna and resume my disguise.
Can I help him undress this corpse to make it faster?
Sure.
I think he's just unconscious. Is he unconscious or is he dead?
Oh, he's dead.
He's
He got killed with that melee weapon, and melee weapons are the one time you can kind of like signify.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
do
just
this,
because I
but it was
remember
not-
you said that he dropped or that he went down. I just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you all are. Moonboy wanders over and is like, yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Let me help. I'll get the boots.
Get his
Don't
legs.
worry.
Get his legs.
I know how to do it. I've done this before.
How big are his feet?
Interesting.
These twins are famous for their tiny, narrow feet.
They're tiny gnome feet.
Can the Moon Boy see if he can wear these boots?
Yes, give me an investigation check. Let's find out what size feet this human has.
Okay, that's a bim bom.
I can't wait to find out.
17.
You would have to like put some newspaper in them, but it would be like a regular human wearing an NBA player's shoe, but they're not as like I can get inside of them, you know?
It's
like
fine. I'll leave
Yeah.
them. I've got new shoes on the way anyway. Let's get out of here.
We have to go.
yeah. As you all are kind of scurrying away and Relic is still kind of like hacking up a bit of blood, you hear a voice from the doorway from behind you of this big tree, this like flat top stump humanoid garlic just leaning against his door frame and is like, yeah, I'm the bad one, huh? I'm the one doing bad shit. Look at you all.
You smashed him on the ground.
Yeah, well, your
You
friend just
smashed-
ate a person.
You smashed our friend. Knock. Whatever.
Sort of, Garlic. These widowers are terrible people, and you know it.
Yeah.
There it is. Truth at last.
I'll throw Relic over my shoulder and hustle in the direction of the ship.
Ow! Oh, fuck. It's just like bleeding on your back, but it's
Yeah.
like, thank you.
Macaroni
man.
salad. What were you eating in there?
God.
Come on, Janice.
Garlic yells back at you, Flute. He's like, you're not wrong, but you're not right either.
I'll go catch up to my friends.
Yeah.
Great.
You give him a stoic middle finger.
Cool, yeah. And you all can kind of like get out of here at this
Yeah,
point now.
let's.
You can get out of this square doing a lot of chaos, but able to slip away as there seems to be no one pursuing you, no one kind of like watching except for just townsfolk of different plants, people, gnomes, dwarves, all folks. Excuse me. Gosh. And you can slip back and you're heading back toward the ship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so.
It can't fly for like another day, right?
You are still on
Three
yeah.
days.
This is you're on day 2. You need to complete day 3. So if you go to
You're
sleep,
waiting on your shoes, man.
I know. Trust me, I'm thinking about it. I think on the way back, Moonboy is talking about it. Like, that was so cool. Do you imagine how cool it would have been if I'd had my new shoes? And who
you
was
say
that?
as you're all like running quickly.
And who was that guy? That Star Rider. Interesting.
Oh,
Layers. Wheels within wheels, friends.
what a tangled
I-
web we weave.
I turn to K.A.I and say in Crane, gosh, do we have to do this for 2 of them now?
Could leave them.
You could. The city would never be safer.
Janice running with you, like kind of like moving quickly with you all, barrel in hand. She goes, "Was that I helped, right? That was all. We are all feeling good about everything.
You were very
I-
helpful, Janice.
Right.
Thank
as
you.
unsightly as it seemed.
I would say the same thing. Effective, but unsettling. Effective.
I understand. I don't think I can make it much more palatable for you all, but I understand. So please do not judge me for what you are viewing as grotesque. I have more information now from the other people I have consumed, and I am starting to see more why your mortal bodies would be very afraid of being able to be disassembled so quickly by my body.
Is she bigger?
Or the barrel.
She
She
currently looks
leaking
taller.
from the. Oh.
Yeah, and
She leaking out of the barrel.
We're gonna just make like a
Leaving a little
planet-ending
dribble.
creature with
Yeah,
all of our bad
eventually.
choices.
Well, we'll stop before then.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
yeah.
I can stop anytime I want.
Yeah.
It's also not your bad choices. It's your belief in her. It is your love and defense of her.
That could be construed as a bad choice.
Hey, yeah, it's true.
We've all been there. We've
It's a
all
little.
been there.
It's got a little bit of a Little Shop of Horrors vibe. We're definitely
Yeah.
feeding the plant.
Cool. And you all are just going straight to the ship, right? You guys
Yep.
are going back to kind of like recoup here. It's about dinner time, a little bit earlier than that for you all.
I mean,
not for
did-
Janice, but sorry.
Like we killed all those people. We should probably like be careful to not be followed. Or
Yeah, we could try to take our time to. Yes. not
I'm
be
out of
followed.
spell slots, but with a short break, I could cast Pass Without Trace again, or no?
I don't believe
we
you get
should
spell
just
slots
try
back
it.
from
That's
a
a
short
long
rest.
rest, yeah.
Just
I
try
don't
it
think-
straight up and down.
I think we
I'll
just have
cast
to go.
invisibility on myself so that they won't see me coming back to the ship.
Cool.
Can I,
Okay.
can
I can't
try
give it
the-
to anybody else. I'm sorry.
Can I try the Baby Bjorn move with Relic that we tried on Moonboy before?
Sure.
Yeah, but let's
Interesting.
go ahead. Yes, you absolutely can scoop up Relic and kind of like put him
My
in
little,
this
my
piece
little
of fabric.
crane baby.
It's gonna look like a
He's also
snack.
like much more embracing of it than Moonboy was
Yeah, it's
too.
a little more
So,
wriggly.
Yeah. So he's actually going to give you advantage on your attempt at stealth here because he's kind of just like, yeah, I'll take this. So let's have
Oh, thank God.
let's have everybody do stealth checks as you all are kind of have this moment where you realize, oh shit, maybe we shouldn't go straight back to the ship, and you kind of zigzag, do the old let's see if we're being followed move.
I'm invisible. Can I have a
Oh, you don't have to roll.
boon? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I could still knock something over.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
with
No, you're
invisibility.
right. I know. Yeah, great. No. Why am I talking? Why am I still talking?
With invisibility, with this like check where you're like taking time to do something, you're not just sneaking into a place. I'm gonna just like wave it as you.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
So I had an advantage on the stealth check, you said?
Yes, you did.
Great.
Because the
I
baby
rolled a
Bjorn thing was funny and I liked it. Yeah.
23 for me.
22 for me.
10.
Great.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
It's 10.
Well, you all have spent your time going about here, zigzagging, kind of like ducking into a shop or something, being sure to take space from the fight that just happened before you go. And then as you know, you're spending more of the day doing this, and as the sun is getting there, starting to get closer and closer to setting, you see a moment where things are kind of busy enough to not be noticed, but you head toward the ship, and you're able to go, you know, like into this like thatched covering of the Spelljammer port where your ship is. Funny enough, Case, our producer, reminded me to roll for Janice, and I did for a stealth check. So you do not know what she got, but she also rolled along with you, and and you see Goliathan is kind of like asleep a little bit, like his hat is kind of like fallen down, and he is like leaning against something, kind of like falling asleep where he's at almost. And when you all kind of like come through, he's like, "What? Oh, welcome back. You're back. You went out and about, stayed out of the way, did some things."
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. All of
We
that.
did go out and about. There was a little bit of trouble.
Klik is standing in the back with a giant bow tied around her antenna and just pretending to coo to Relic. Who is in her
Yeah, I guess 4 of us would be kind of burned, like a little
It's a
bit blackened.
Relic's slowly
Relic.
dying corpse.
And you just kind of like coo at him, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, there's that.
Yeah,
with that.
like
yeah.
baby sounds.
Yeah.
But I'm also a mantis, so it's probably more like
So it sounds like you're trying to be sly to the baby.
hey.
Your captain, this dwarf with purple hair and wait, not quite. Never mind. He's just wearing purple. Sorry, I got confused. But he's wearing this big old cowboy hat. No. I just got confused by his
Dyed
hair.
his hair.
He adjusts his hat and he looks at you all and he goes, "Oh shit! Did y'all get in a fight?"
Yes.
Barely.
Two-
More like
two.
a butt kicking on our. We kicked their butts.
Yeah, they
Relic.
did. Relic says as he pulls himself out of this baby
Yes, 'cause-
Bjorn.
I
Relic,
try and
what?
release him without just dropping him 6 feet in the air, just gently.
Relic, what happened?
I'm sorry. He kind of like puts his hands up, and you can see Goliathan is starting to fret, and Relic goes, "I'm sorry. I was trying to trade a lead on the widower ships for some information for our team, our crew. I'm sure there's 2 Spelljammer helms down in the water somewhere, so I was gonna sell that information and trade it for information we need. I was trying to help."
The Moonboy is watching this very closely. He doesn't very much like Relic. He kind of was pretty rude to him when they first met, and he's watching this for cracks in this facade. Is he telling the truth? Was he trying?
Do that insight check.
Was that all true?
Do that insight check.
It's going to be a
Absolutely.
huge wedge in our friendship.
Oh, look.
That's like a 9.
Yeah, I mean, it's only difficult to tell because he's barely giving information, and he's just like also pretty fucked up. Like he just got the shit kicked out of him, and so a lot of his exasperation is hard to tell if he's lying or if he's just exhausted. Also, Jordan, your art for both Relic and Goliathan is up on the screen. It's so good, and I love it. And I just
Thanks.
had to shout it out. Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Those
I,
are littlest
yeah.
boys. Our little
Yeah.
boys.
you're tiny boys.
The tiny I like that I'm. You know what? I'm trying to give myself compliments on these things. I like that a halfling looks different than a gnome.
Hey, me too.
Very good.
Yeah. The halfling, gnome, and dwarf all look very you look different. It's great. Anyway, so yeah, Relic is just kind of fucked up, and it's like I was just trying to help the team. So yeah,
I don't know that was your information to sell. You're flapping your mouth, man.
well, who put you in charge?
I calls them like I sees them. You're in there flapping your gums, and we're lucky that the Windrider showed back up and that Star Rider, whoever he was, came by and saved your butt.
Who's that now? And Goliathan says, and quickly gets waved off.
I point
man,
all
I'll
4.
tell you.
I point all 4 of my thumbs at Moonboy.
He figures it out too, and he's like, "Oh God."
Yeah, there's like a mask and a Hamburglar hat poking out of his cape.
Yeah, that newspaper you had from last session with the eye holes is like
Yeah.
stuffed in your pocket.
But I stand by that. I'm calling him out. You were in there. You were talking big. You were saying that you killed those widowers, and he was trying to sell information.
Look, what I'm saying is we're more powerful than anybody we've come across. Like, what Goliathan's running because he's afraid of this Meridian track. We just kicked so much ass. If we just get a little bit more information, we could crush them, and we wouldn't have to run from anyone anymore.
Still, we are at a disadvantage.
Why? We got her. He points to Janice,
you
who is
topple-
in a dude form.
You'd topple the Widowmakers and take their place. You would rule in their stead. How many dead does it take? It's 2 today.
3.
3, I'm told.
I'm not afraid to crush these people who seem to be just, Angus didn't like them. There are people.
Well-
I'm sure there are more people here who don't like them, and they seem to be
Please.
causing problems.
Please do not sign us up to crush anyone.
You're volunteering other people for the crushing.
He's the one who signed us up for having to do any crushing at all. He points to Goliathan, who kind of looks pale again.
Oh. You doing okay, Captain?
It's got me worried. He's kind of right. All this mess is just because of me. Y'all would have none of it. None of this would have been problems. None of the things that have happened to you all recently would be a problem. Except the Gravis layer. That was a different thing, but,
Well,
But none of this would have been a problem without me.
We also wouldn't be a team if it weren't for you.
that's right.
Yes. Exactly. None of us, who knows? You can't dabble in what ifs, but you also can't go around flapping your gums at the bar and hoping that somebody will come cash the check that you've written. You won't get lucky next time.
We have to be more careful, Relic. We're trying to fly under the radar.
I like your jacket. Whoever drew it is pretty good at those.
Moonboy getting a little bit, his clairvoyance it's like a clairvoyance flashback right there. Relic is like, looks at Goliath and he goes, so are you all in charge now? Is that, so I should ask the four of you before we do anything?
No, but you should at least ask the captain, and you definitely shouldn't foist your problems onto him saying it's his fault. He's the reason you're here. He's the reason you're alive. I'm out of here. And the Moonboy turns on his heel and stomps downstairs.
Cool. All right, I like that. Yeah, you all, after making your way to like the deck of the ship, you're just like, nope, I'm out of here, and you stomp
Relic?
down.
Relic, you will not have cobbler tonight.
Oh.
You will have clawfooty instead.
But I don't even know what that is.
It's delicious.
Somebody,
Probably. I don't know. I
But
can't
slightly
ultimate-
less so than Cobbler.
K.A.I punishments.
very sweet.
You will have cake instead of cookies.
So
I'll put a hand on kind of Relic's shoulder, seeing that he's upset, and I think Relic's pretty cool. I think
There's a lot of widowers, mate. We only ran into 2 of them today, and they gave us a bit of trouble. I had to drag you back up, right? Maybe don't go running off quite so half-cocked.
he looks at you like a little confused, taken aback. He's like, yeah, sure, Flute, whatever. You're pretty cool.
Windrider.
He's like, wait, but if he knows, okay, Windrider.
yeah, I'll head down to the galley too. I want to get into this armor. I want to see if it's gonna fit.
Yeah. I mean, it is. It will not take much tailoring, and K.A.I can. It's something K.A.I could do
Cool.
in a less than a half an hour. Just kind of tighten it in a little bit, and it will fit no problem. With the last little bit here, are you all hiding that this happened at all?
From you got onto the ship?
From I would guess from like Cobble and Goat that you all got in a fight. Talk to the captain about it. Are you hiding it at all, or are you just kind of like not flaunting it, but just being open about it?
I think if it came up in conversation, I would not hide it if we were talking about it.
Cool.
But I wouldn't go to either one of them and be like, guess what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
run
seems
up
fair.
to Goat and be like, we are in danger.
Yeah. Guess what? I
mean, I did just lug
fight.
a bloody vest of studded armor on board the ship, and which I am ready to wear without cleaning it first.
That's true, and it feels like the type of thing that would travel pretty fast, I guess.
Yeah. For sure.
Relic's gonna talk about it if we don't.
Yeah. Plus we get he's gonna talk about it to be like, these guys are being jerks, right? I'm right?
Yeah, just we're past the conversation, and he has to bring it back up to make himself feel good.
He's gonna get to him first, so he can paint it like he was, doing cool stuff at the arcade, and we came and hassled him.
Yeah. If only Relic would have gone to therapy, then all of this would just be fine.
And that's the message of the story.
Mental health matters.
Go to therapy.
So you all are kind of like settling in here. There's, it's getting closer to the evening. You have a second to kind of just catch your breath. The ship seems to be in better condition as well, as the hull seems to be fully repaired, and now they're trying to start on the mast, as it's going to take a lot of time to repair this front mast that was broken, and additionally some of the sails. And so, K.A.I, I assume that you would jump to dinner duties a bit and already have a few things kind of like sitting out ready for you all. Mm-hmm. Maybe pick up...
The entree has been braising all day. It's
you have a
nearly
little
ready.
robot spoon that
it's mostly done.
An arcane crock pot.
Just a slow cooker that has a spoon going around in circles.
It's Bessner. Bessner
stirs it. Oh.
An arcane crockpot is hysterical.
It's very funny.
It's definitely one of the first things I made.
It's powered by the soul of a boy.
So
it's an ancient lich.
It's
Lives
Lighthouse.
Lighthouse is in the crockpot now.
It's actually really sweet.
It's very
The
cute.
soul of a boy. It's terrifying.
So just in this last moment, as like in a side moment, you all are kind of like taking a breath and kind of bandaging yourself and everything. Janice is staying out and about with you all. She's gone back to this elven form as she has realized it's the most comforting out of the, people that you watched her murder and the people that you didn't. She's figured that out, as it seems that like ingesting these couple other consciousness has given her a little bit more savvy. And she finds a quick moment with you, K.A.I, and she looks at you and goes, "Okay, K.A.I, be honest. Am I scary in a way that is endearing to everyone here? Or is this a thing that is going to build to the fact where you all leave me?"
I don't want to leave you.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Rachel's face.
I'm certain that the crew is scared, and I wonder... if you grow each time you consume, eventually you'll be too large for the ship, but we won't just leave you.
If you're going to leave me, will you promise that you will tell me?
Yes. If it became necessary for you to no longer travel on the ship, that would be something that we would talk about together. We would not make that decision for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Then you and I have two deals.
2 deals.
2 deals. And she nods. And then it's like, would you like me to help you cut those carrots?
That would be wonderful.
And she looks down at a knife, and she picks up a knife and looks at it.
Stabs you. Okay.
And looks at you. And looks at you, and there's just that tiny little moment of, oh boy, she has a knife. And then she just starts cutting the carrots. And
Cuts the carrots just stabby
Like she
style.
needs
Just
a
stab,
knife
stab,
to be-
stab.
Like she needs a knife to be dangerous.
Yeah, she's actually
sort of
far less
like-
terrifying with a knife. in her
Yeah,
hand.
it's like a giant knife grabbing a tiny knife.
yeah.
It's a gun with a knife.
I'd
Oh, the
so
gun
much
has a
rather be
knife.
Oh
stabbed.
no, that gun has a knife now.
Oh
Consumed.
dear, we've put a bayonet on her.
Where
A
is
tank has a knife.
where is Klik right now?
You guys are just kind of hanging out in the ship.
Yeah.
with it.
I'm sure I'm upstairs helping with little chores, usually helping Goat.
Who's nowhere to be seen. She's definitely on the ship, but nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
Who's nowhere to be seen?
Goat's on the ship. She's just not
okay.
doing her usual
Right.
duties. She's just like hanging out in the bunk.
Yeah, I would go find Klik and be like,
Klik, can I talk to you for a second?
Yes, I put my translator back on.
down your throat.
Yeah.
I'll just
Yep.
be like not watching.
Oh, all right. Ready?
Okay.
Hello. Excuse the gagging.
Right, just everything's been so hectic since we got here. I haven't really had a chance to come find you, but guess I just wanted to say I'm sorry for that stunt I pulled back on the ship with you dropping that anchor. That was a foolish move, and I was gambling with my life, but didn't mean to drag you down with me, and I heard you jump me back to the ship, so just wanted to say thanks.
You're welcome. We're a crew. That's what crews do.
Right, well, I'll be more mindful next time.
Yeah. I will consider the consequences of your actions before assisting with them.
Fair enough.
He says with one pink eye patch.
Reminder, hat, pink eye patch.
And wig.
Like,
Wig. Obvious.
and the wig.
Wig.
Look like
the
you
wig
just-
is not, the wig. The black hat has kind of made the wig a little more subtle.
At this point, you just look like you jumped out of a clothes hamper.
You just got panties
little
stuck
of
over your
everything.
eyes.
It's me, the laundry wizard.
Oh, subclass. There we go. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Laundry wizard.
Yeah, it's a school of magic. You just
That's
can't
cool.
do magic on Sundays. Cool, and we'll call it there as the party just kind of joins everyone at the dinner table and has this moment of like, whew, kind of got out of that one. And Janice is with you all at the table too, just kind of like slowly sampling things, like putting them in her mouth and then just like waiting for people to kind of like observing how long it takes people to eat things and imitating that, and but not causing any problems, and kind of just like engaging and hanging out with you all. And even Goat comes out and isn't really talkative, but at least is out there with you all, kind of like around this communal table in the kitchen area, all pulling up stools and eating.
The Moonboy is notably not present.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Just hanging out doing your thing. We can get to it next time.
Yeah, I'd go. I'll wait till next time to go try to find him.
Yeah. So let's pick it up right there next time with the Windrider going to look for the Moonboy, and that's it. That's our session for this week, y'all. Thank you so much.
Woo, that was a good one.
Yeah, that
Two
was fun.
battles, two battles,
Fights.
and a little soup song of very good role play. I love it.
Not even a flippin'. What's the phrase? Like, I didn't even hit your armor at all. I didn't even,
We really cut
I didn't
through
even
'em, huh?
scratch the car.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, except for the fireball.
That's
The
true.
fireball was
Yeah,
fairly
you
nasty.
almost
got
killed
Relic.
Relic. Yeah.
Oh no, we lost Rachel.
Oh,
well.
no!
Goodbye.
She frees. She back.
She's back.
She's back.
Cool. Well, cool. Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out, y'all. Shout out
Yeah,
to
totally.
all of the new folks. Smash a follow here. Check out our show on YouTube.
Yay.
It's a great way to kind of get a little intro to it if you want to. And we're gonna talk about Patreon.
Let's show them that art,
Yeah.
dude. Show them that art.
Yeah, just a real quick little extra thing. We are doing a one-off session with some of the folks from here tonight. We'll announce it on socials as well, but to celebrate some of our new Patreon stuff, we're going to do a one-shot on this Wednesday. We're going to do a one-shot inside of Firma Regna for a new thing, a new tier we're going to have posted on Patreon tomorrow. That's a $20 tier, and we're going to have a set day during the month where it's going to be the second Sunday where we have an open game to everyone participating in that Patreon level, and you can just show up with a 5th level character and run an adventure inside of Firma Regna.
It'll be
So
a
if-
one-shot.
Yeah,
And
so,
it'll involve
Have
some of these
fun.
characters that
Yeah,
you've
so
seen
go ahead
in the
and-
campaign. So, yeah.
yeah, so Caves, if you want to throw that post.
And Jeff has a drawing show every Tuesday that we host here as well. If you want to see Jeff draw this crazy stuff
It's the best.
live, check it out.
Yeah, we
What
hang
time
out
does
on
it start?
Tuesdays.
7
and
or
there.
8?
I'm not sure.
starts at 7
I
or
think
8.
it's at 7.
It's called
yeah.
Drawing is the Taste.
Drawing is the taste. Check it out.
Yeah. So he did the poster for that show, and Andrew and I are gonna hand off running one shots inside of Firma Regna in this world with you all. You all can join in and do it. It's we're just doing the one shot stream on Wednesday. The Patreon games won't be streamed. It will just be us hanging out, but we'll be playing in this world, and you can come play with us if you want to. So
Jordan did the characters. They're awesome. You can see them if you play, or Wednesday.
yeah,
You can see them on Wednesday.
and the one shots, it's going to be called Repos and Leads, as you can see from the poster right here too. So, just a little side thing. Cool. Any other announcements? Anything anybody else wants to plug, talk about?
Shout out Big Top.
Shout
Big
out
Top
Big Top.
Studios.
Shout out Big Top Studios.
Shout out Tiger Moon Productions.
Shout
and
out
Case
Tiger
Brewery.
Moon
Tiger Moon.
Productions and Case Brewery.
Shout out.
Um,
Yeah.
Shout out.
I co-host a podcast called The Commander Sphere. We talk about Magic the Gathering, specifically Commander, and it's a ton of fun.
Shout out Dr. NJ for rating us.
Hey,
Yeah,
quick
true.
rate.
Go
Thank
follow him. Also follow me. I'm Razor Lou. I was playing Pokemon today. It's a lot of fun. We get crazy with it. I have emotes coming as well. They're trying to they still haven't been approved because they're obviously highly erotic. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But come follow me.
Nude
We play
Pokemon.
games.
Used it.
You know what? Honestly, the ones that are dressed are more unsettling to me. Like Machamp, it's like, who put those
Yeah.
trunks on you and why? What's
Mr.
under that?
Mime, Jinx,
Mr.
what's
Mime.
going on?
The idea of having to see Mr. Mime's stinky gloves laying around your apartment is like gross.
I think I don't want to live with him, and I don't want him in my apartment.
They're
Well, then
definitely
you
like
shouldn't have gotten
part
it.
of his organic
Guess
body,
what?
though.
You need the
right?
money.
All right, get us out of here, Kate. Let's go.
We're done.
We'll
Got
see
me.
y'all next week.
All right.
Give us a follow. Tell your friends about our show. It's the
Mwah.
best way to support.
We love
We'll see you
you.
next week. Thank you so
Thanks,
much for hanging
guys.
out.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Bye,
much. We'll
chat.
see you next week. Bye bye bye.
Bye.
Stargazer, Moonboy, Klik, the Crusher, K.A.I, Humbly Chef, and the Windrider, Flute, Whimteaser. They're better than he.